Very difficult to speak about the class of 2010 in both a family-friendly, appropriate manner that won't entice BSAB to take my diploma away tomorrow, and in a way that truly expresses my emotions about this motley crew of 88 students. I could talk about the game-winning touchdown against Brooks, or the final curtain call, but I wish not to bore you this afternoon. If you want the mundane facts about class size or athletic reputation or the impressive college matriculation, go find a view book. Today, surrounded by these flags of the championships of yesteryear and happy thoughts, I want to speak from my heart, and I promise to try and filter myself as best as possible. The class of 2010 has spent enormous amounts of time together over the past 4 years, and we've learned about each other's odd quirks and nuances, and I can say, with authority, that we are a weird group of kids. Truly, we are not normal. My good friends at Merriam-Webster define normal as being an adjective, meaning according with, constituting, or not deviating from a norm, rule, or principle, and conforming to a type, standard, or regular pattern. The class of 2010 is anything but normal, for normal does not a good person make. Societal norms dictate that jocks should stay on the field and artists in the studios and scholars in the classroom. Well, Mr. Taft can attest to the fact that the class of 2010 isn't very good at following rules. In fear of sounding like a recent Republican vice president nominee, the class of 2010 has gone rogue. You may look at the members of the class of 2010 and immediately try to put labels on them. We may seem like the cast of a John Hughes coming-of-age movie, but nothing is that clear. Unfortunately, we are not as black and white as Molly Ringwald or Emilio Estevez. Our student body president is both a key member of the boys' varsity lacrosse team and a solid component of the bass section in the a cappella group, not to mention an Eagle Scout. The leader of Pingree's multicultural coalition is both a talented actress, visible in her theater one-act performance as Time Beaver, and a graceful ice skater. I consider myself a true theater geek at heart with a strange infatuation for Star Wars and social activism. As Pingree students, we don't like to be stuck to a label or forced into a box. Those pesky societal norms try to restrain us, but the class of 2010 has broken through these barriers and ditched those archaic thoughts. Now, parents, you may think that Pingree has given us an almost priceless education about literature and subjunctive triggers and the emergence of the Dada art movement, but I hate to tell you that one day, none of that will matter. Of course, Raquel's madcap romp through Spanish-speaking countries and Hester Prynne's journey to social acceptance in a Puritan community will help us immensely in the real world. There is no lesson plan or slideshow that will surpass the lessons I've learned from the class of 2010. We've debated the validity of Batman's superhero status, the reproduction of mer people, and the order in which one should properly eat a hoodsie. Mom and Dad, you may find these dialogues a waste of your hard-earned money, but these seemingly foolish and immature discussions have become a staple in my everyday life. But fear not, there is hope yet. Over the past 4 years, the class of 2010 has taught me about compassion, dedication, humor, hard work, and the importance of getting in trouble. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I know there were some turbulent times and moments of doubt, but you never gave up on me, and I'm truly grateful. Thank you for allowing me to attend this incredible school and learn from these enlightening students. And to all the other parents and guardians of the other members of the class of 2010, I would like to thank you. Thank you for shelling out your hard-earned cash and letting me spend my high school years with them. Whether I've known your child for the last several years, or, in one case, a whopping 13, I've benefited greatly from your children. You should be proud. My fellow members of this class have changed from awkward, naive, voice-cracking, badly dressed children into charming, opinionated, passionate, and headstrong adults. Your children have developed a strong sense of self and determination that is rare in today's youth. You should be honored to be affiliated with the members of the class of 2010. We truly are an impressive bunch. As much as I've enjoyed my time with these other 87 students, my Pingree career is marked by a group of truly inspirational adults. Thank you, faculty. It is because of your constant nagging, pestering, and insight that we have become who we are today. Besides reading the awful Great Gatsby papers and grading horrendous honors pre-calc summer work tests, you have inspired us to work hard and always strive for better. It is rare at a school for a student to consider a teacher their friend and close cohort. The overwhelming amount of faculty phone numbers in my cell phone is a testament to the close relationship that we have shared. I always try not to be sentimental, but I'm not sure what I will do next year without Ms. Bryle's advice and companionship. Ms. Sonari's insight and genuine consideration for her students will be greatly missed. And I am ashamed to admit that I've always looked forward to Mr. Young's horrid jokes, and I have benefited greatly from his pride in his students. Faculty members, thank you. Your humor and care and passion for teaching have made these 4 years worth the hard work. Within these final moments, I wondered just how quickly these past 4 years have gone. Being the nerd that I am, I believe that J.K. Rowling said it best. It's a strange thing, but when you are dreading something and would give anything to slow down time, it has a disobliging habit of speeding up. Although I'm not a fan of white pants and navy blue blazers, I've looked forward to tomorrow's big day since freshman year, and now that it's come, I hope to prolong my time here. And in a way, it is a ridiculous thought. Like that pesky gadfly, Pingree certainly won't be leaving us anytime soon. Even though we've gone through some changes here, including the gain of the fitness center and the mysterious weight loss of the door on the 3rd floor, we've grown accustomed to this place. However, it would be foolish for us to think that the Pingree we have grown to know and love will be the same in the future. After much dismay with dress code and schedule, Pingree will be moving on to bigger and better things in the future. But to the class of 2010, Pingree will always be the place full of grilled cheese and curly fries, ramblings about Roger and Hammerstein's 1949 musical production South Pacific, and days off for the elusive norovirus. Pingree will always be the place where we grew up and discovered ourselves. Pingree will always be home. And Pingree won't be sure to forget us anytime soon. Years from now, students may look back at our yearbooks and be horrified with the bad haircuts and the once stylish clothing, but our mark in Pingree is more than mere pictures in a decrepit tome. We will always be the first graduating class under Dr. Johnson's tenure. Buddy Taft will always remember us as being the senior class who, on both the first and last day of senior year, got in trouble. We are a group of trailblazers that got the cubbies in the freshman area and moved the sophomores to the science wing. And who can forget the week that the kitchen staff had the audacity to serve oatmeal raisin cookies instead of the usual Chips Ahoy? The seniors made sure that mistake was never made again. The class of 2010 has flipped Pingree onto its side, and even though it may not seem like it now, Pingree will miss us when we're gone. In closing, I would like to congratulate the class of 2010. In Senora May's Spanish 2, we learned that the verb to graduate is graduarse, a reflexive verb meaning done unto oneself. We've written the papers and pulled the all-nighters and completed the community service hours. We did it. We've put in the work and celebrated success and wallowed in failure. There were moments where we believed that tomorrow would never come. There were moments of hopelessness and fatigue. There were even moments sitting on the side of the highway waiting for a coach bus to pick us up. We pushed on through these moments and continued to work hard, and it is apparent that it has all paid off. Congratulations to us. Tomorrow, as we are clad in the white dresses and Pingree ties, remember the past and look forward to the future. Remember the person you were and the person you wish to become. Who knows if I'll ever end up on SNL or if Nora will ever live in Africa, but one thing is for certain, Emma and Charlie will end up working at Pingree. The future is in our hands and will become what we make of it, but live in the moment. I would like to end this speech with a quote from Miss Steinert's Honors English class's reading of Herman Melville's Moby Dick. Well, well, be like the whole world's a ball, as you scholars have it, and so 'tis right to make one ballroom of it. Dance on, lads, you're young. I was once. Thank you.